Composer Gloves here, and this is the 7th video in the Kontakt from the Ground Up tutorial series. And today we're going to be talking about the Purge option. This is a very great option if you don't have a lot of RAM. It just improves performance. Like, it's important to know what the Purge option does as you get moving on later on down the line. It will spare your computer some problems. So I have a saxophone section loaded up right now, and they're doing their thing. And so let's experiment with this Purge option. What it does is when you play keys, your Kontakt loads the samples that you're pushing, and it puts them in your RAM, which is randomly accessible memory, so that you can get them much easier and faster, so that when you're playing back samples, you could play them back, like right then and there, like bang. So what Purge does is it'll look at it, and you can tell it to do all sorts of things. It could maybe get rid of everything. You could get rid of only certain ones. The most useful one is after you've written your part and you've done everything, you can play through your part you can purge all your samples, play through your part so it'll only load the samples you need, and then you can purge everything else. And that way you have the optimum amount of memory. So what does that mean? Well, let's go up to Purge, and we have this thing called Purge All Samples. It just emptied, as you can see, it just emptied our memory. So no memory is being called up right now for our saxophone section. But as we hit a key, it loads the sample, and now it's been loaded so that it can get to it easier. Our memory doesn't increase. But if we load another one, we just load. Now we have a bar telling us how much we've loaded. And so this could, now let's say you switch articulation. So now you're going into another sound bank. And we could see our bar starting to fill up on memory. Well, you can go to, so what reset markers does is it's basically every time you play a sample, it gets marked as being used by Kontakt. So reset markers gets rid of the markers, but it doesn't purge anything. So all the samples are still loaded up. Update sample pool will purge all the samples you're not using and only keep the ones that you have used that are hit with markers. So if we update it right now, it goes back to 0 because we didn't hit any additional samples after we hit reset markers. Purge all samples does exactly what it sounds like, gets rid of everything, and reload all samples loads the full instrument. And so that is what Purge does. And it's really important to understand and comprehend so that you can use it effectively. So we can play some notes, and those have been now marked with the notes that we're going to use in our song. Let's say we've written it out in MIDI, we've played through so it knows what notes. We're going to go to update sample pool, and bang, now it's gone. Our memory's gone down substantially because we're only using those notes. Whoa, if you right click right here, it opens up your quick load option. That is so cool. I didn't know that. So that is what Purge is. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and have a blessed day.